But if you want to get a really good idea of the variety and quality of music produced here, a really good place to start is the new Manx Music Chart, created by one Arron Clague. Now, Arron, before we talk about the chart, I should come back to the story at the start of the show. Who was the DJ that you were working with those years ago at the BBC?
It was Jo Wiley.
I love Jo.
Yeah, her first job was when she was an assistant and started at the BBC, was looking after me, making sure that I didn't get into any trouble when I was down there.
And did you do much looking after, and did you get into trouble?
I felt that I was an absolute charm.
You would say that, wouldn't you? So tell us then about this Manx Music Chart then. How did it come about and why did you decide to do it?
Well, it was an idea that was kicking around for a few years, because I did do an experimental one on Amazon sales figures back in the CD days. But I was thinking it would be a great idea if there was a way of, getting who's involved with the Manx music community out to the consumer in a rather than them having to follow 40 different bands on Facebook or something. You could just have one place and you could collate all the information and say, this is what's going on this week, and you could mention all the new releases. You could see who's doing well. When stuff gets played on the radio on your show, that always bumps the placement up of a lot of people. You can see from last week that all the records that you played from from May and the other ones, they've all shot up the chart. Foxtrap, after doing their hard work and getting a few plays, they're going to be the big climber. They might actually be at number 1 on Sunday if it keeps climbing at the rate that it's doing.
And I mean, it's all linked into Spotify, isn't it? Why has Spotify become the thing now? Because it seems to be the way that everyone listens to music, certainly young people anyway.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's a great user experience, and one of the things that makes it popular is playlists, and just from everyone's perspective, the reason why this charts are based on Spotify is you can actually dig into it and have a look at the data and the metrics inside there. For all the different artists and so on. So it's a data mining dream for us programming.
I have no idea what that means, but so just explain that for us.
Sure. So inside the service itself, there's a developer interface. So software engineers can go in and you can go look at the underlying data and look at all the trends, who's going up, who's going down, where people are being played and the rest of it. And so it actually makes it possible to write a little bit of software and generate something like the Manx charts and actually pull all that data. It also allows for people who interact with the page, if bands go, well, why is this big in Australia or something? You can dig into the metrics and answer them, so you can sort of build community around it and help everyone push each other forward.
Which is fantastic, I suppose, really. And again, I've been sort of eating my hat, so to speak, about Spotify, because I had been railing against it, but having spoken to Arron a lot recently about it, I kind of understand it a bit more, really. And one of the things that you have said to us a few times, Arron, is that the airplay on radio definitely affects the chart. So in theory, tomorrow should make a big bit of a change.
Absolutely, it's going to be really interesting to see what tomorrow brings, because I think it's the first time that so much has been played. So I would actually expect kind of just everyone to go up a few notches. So whether that will reorder it or not, I don't know. But we'll find out on Sunday. Excited
to see. And another thing that you say about the chart too, which I think is very interesting, is that you say one of the reasons you think it is good for artists is because it gives them an indication of how they are doing in relation to sort of more famous artists. So do you think that maybe makes them up their game a bit, or why do you think that's important?
So I think it's important to know where you are on the scale of things. So if you look at the metrics that the chart is based on, it would be interesting because I think kind of last time we were talking about it, we were mentioning how well Samantha Barks was doing. Mm-hmm. So she's obviously released some records a few years ago now, but I just tried out the metrics for that. And if you look at who's number 1 in the charts at the moment, and you look at how many records Samantha Barks is selling, there's not a great deal of difference in them. So if she ever releases a record, again, then it's probably going to get in the Manx charts.
Fantastic. Go, Sam, you've made the Manx chart.
She'll be delighted.
The girl who started on Broadway is singing in Pretty Woman at the weekend.
Well, you know, that's the kind of confirmation in your career that you really need, isn't it?
Isn't it, though? Yeah. I agree. Well, Arron, it'd be very interesting to see how this goes tomorrow. Just let people know where and how they can find the chart.
Sure. So we're on Facebook. If you look up Manx Music Chart, then you will find it.